Hey Rovers, as you can see from behind me, the cabin top is on.
The Wave Rover 650, a design based on my single-handed ocean voyages. She's small, light, but easy to build, and strong enough to cross any ocean.
My name's Alan Mulholland, and this is the Wave Rover story. So I know a lot of you are saying, hey, did I miss something? When did the cabin top go on? Well, it went on last weekend. I had a lot of help. I had help from Mrs. Rover, I had help from Stephen Marinelli, and I had help from Bill England. Now we also had to do this during a cold snap. It was minus 16 Celsius for a good part of that whole work weekend. Now through the magic of editing, I'm going to take you back to the beginning so you can see the cabin top going on.
Now before we enclose the boat, we're getting a bunch of little jobs done. Here's Stephen sanding back the gussets.
Well, we've spent the last few hours fairing everything, primarily the stringers, and she's looking absolutely fantastic, very symmetrical. And we're at a point now where we can start getting the plywood ready to cap over it. And then, all going well, tomorrow morning we start gluing it down. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. I'm here with Stephen Marinelli, and look what we just did. We got the deck, the forward portion of the deck on. That's 3 panels. And it's looking really nice. Just an absolute beautiful curve. We're very, very happy with the progress today. Now it's just dry fitted at this point, so we're going to leave it overnight like this, let it take a little bit of memory, and then we will undo it in the morning and then get ready for the big glue up. Just a great feeling to be at this point, despite the minus temperatures this weekend. Okay, we're in the glue up room. This is the last panel to go on the boat. This is the raised section of the cabin. And we have Team Rover in here. Stephen Marinelli and of course Mrs. Rover on the mix up. All right, team. What do we say? Hooah!
Hooah! Hooah!
Well done. Okay. We're done. We're done on this side. We need a little more over there. So the stringers and bulkheads have been wetted out and glue is now on them, and we have Stephen over here just putting the last little bit on.
and then it's a matter of grabbing the sheet which has been preheating in the glue up room, and then we'll lay it in place. And this is the last piece of the puzzle for the structural pieces, the main structural pieces of Wave Rover. These handholds are
secondary usage of a view hole.
observation point. You guys don't have to be very quiet, you know. You talk amongst yourselves.
No, we're watching a master at work.
We
You
are.
think people talked around Michelangelo? No.
Okay.
Maybe the Pope.
And the Medici's there. I'm sure they're set there. To that station.
At least we know the cabin will seat 4 adult males comfortably. So I don't know why we have you on camera here. What are you doing for the?
We're just filling in a little bit of epoxy to just because these gussets were pretty wide and they were rounded over, so just to and we want to end up with a tidy appearance.
Nice.
But this cabin top is now secured.
That's a great milestone.
Huge. And in the boat, I have Stephen Marinelli, who's been here all weekend to help, and we have Bill England, who popped in today.
Steven's the weekend groupie and I'm a daily groupie. You got nothing on the Grateful Dead, man.
You know what I need? I need a little more
Meth.
meth. Yeah.
That's methyl hydrate, folks.
Yeah, thanks for the clarification.
Great work, Alan. That is very top-notch, bro.
Thanks very much. Well, despite a very, very cold weekend, we managed to get the cabin top on. So between the ring frames, I place a little bit of copper wire, and that's to just secure the edge, and then I put a little fillet on the inside. I'll go inside and show you that right away. So I did that in between the ring frames on pretty much all the spaces. Or I didn't put them on all the spaces on the big curve because of the curve. It just had a lot more rigidity about it. So I only ended up putting the one in here. You could use just about any wire you want, because if you can take a close look here, you can see there's a little bit of epoxy I set either side of the wire. So it wouldn't matter if it was just regular old steel tie wire. You use copper wire when you intend to have it inside the fillet, and then you heat the wire up and you pull it through. That's a little technique that I did when I built my Tiki 26, the James Wareham James Wareham catamaran. Anyway, yeah, let's go inside and see what these wires look like. Well, it's pretty dark inside, but you can see this copper wire right here, and then just to the left of it, you see just a little, tiny fillet, and that's not the finished fillet by a long stretch. That'll just get covered in. That's just to hold the ply in place. I can pull these wires now at any time, and the plywood on the cabin top just won't shift at all. Something else that I've done, I've cut the actual opening. It's actually very, very large, and I'll have terrific access getting in and out of the boat. More to come on that in a future video, but this hatch is shaping up to be far more comfortable even than the Wave Rover hatch on the original Contessa 26.
Now, without a doubt, getting the cap and top on is a big milestone. And I know some of you are a little bit skeptical about the time frame that we are under, if I would be able to get the boat completed on time, especially given the Shackleton-like conditions that I'm working in. Well, God willing, she will be launched this July. So this week I plan to put out 2 videos. There will be the regular build video that will come out on Friday, but about midweek, maybe Wednesday, I plan to put another video out which is more to do with steps I'm taking at Rover headquarters to ensure that Mrs. Rover not only copes but thrives while I'm off on the voyage. Now, as always, Rovers, thanks for watching and forge your own adventure.
I'd like to take a moment to honor the Wave Rover benefactors. So what is a benefactor? Well, these folks have made a contribution of $100 US or more to the project, and their names will be affixed to a bulkhead inside Wave Rover and will be traveling with me on our circumnavigation. Now, these donations truly are much appreciated. Well, the Wave Rover patrons, with their pledges of support, really do make the creation of these videos possible. Now, if you'd like to know more about Wave Rover's patron page and benefactors bulkhead, I have links to both those pages in the video description. Now, another way to help Wave Rover, and it doesn't cost you a dime, is by sharing our content on your social media. So now, as always, Rovers, thanks for watching. Give us one more.